Angie Hanson, and I want to be your Minnesota Senator. For far too long, rural Minnesotans like us have been forgotten and left behind, and no one is fighting for us. When elected, I promised to fight for our communities and everyone in them. I have deep roots in my community and strong ties to my family. I was born right here in Albert Lea, and I choose to live here because I love living here. My son Clayton and I live just a couple of miles away from the home where I grew up. And we get together every Sunday with my family for lunch. And usually it's followed by a rousing game of marbles. I didn't always know that I wanted to be a teacher, but in 11th grade, I took a class called Active Citizen, where I got to volunteer in a second grade classroom, and I loved it. I have now been a special education teacher for 25 years. When I see a need in my community, I step up, do the hard work, and partner with everyone. When my union needed a new president, I stepped into that role. When I wanted to bring a parent's perspective to Albert Lea area schools, I ran for and was elected to the school board. When Albert Lea Hospital was losing services, I worked as the local organizing chair of Sabre Hospital. And when the Albert Lea Human Rights Commission lapsed, I pushed to restart it and now sit on the board. I've spent my life working alongside others to support my community. Right now, I see everything that our communities have lost and know that everyone is working harder for less. And our elected officials in St. Paul are ignoring the needs of rural Minnesotans. It's time that I step up once again to do the hard work and partner with everyone, this time to run for Minnesota Senate. I am running for Senate because I believe rural Minnesotans deserve better. Rural patients deserve affordable health care that's close to home. Rural public schools deserve to be fairly funded by the state, not by raising property taxes. Workers deserve fair wages so that they can afford food on the table and they can afford a place to live. Workers also deserve paid family leave so they can take care of themselves and their loved ones. And they also deserve affordable, dependable childcare to take care of their children when they are at work. Rural Minnesota needs a strong voice in the legislature, someone who is willing to stand up and fight for what we deserve. I want to fight for you. As your candidate and as your senator, I'll always tell you the truth. And the truth is, I cannot do this alone. I need your help to win. I need you to join my campaign. Together, we can bring big rural energy to St. Paul. But let's start with just some big rural energy at my kickoff. I invite you all to my campaign kickoff on June 16th at 6:30 at Edgewater Bay Pavilion. We'll have a dessert bar. Thank you, Mary, for getting that all set up. And punch bowls and everything. We're doing it up. And we'll have some music. And I invite all of you, if able, to bring a donation to our local food pantry. And also, please bring a friend or two. I also invite you to make a donation to my campaign. I have learned a lot since deciding to run. One of these things is campaigns need money. I have Act Blue, and the link is on my Facebook. Angie Hanson, MN Senate. There's no 4. I just wanted to go weird. No 4. Angie Hanson, MN Senate. Or you could go old school and feel free to write a check. Angie Hanson, MN Senate. I'll be sure to get the check to Kelly Teagues. She's my treasurer, and she'll make sure you get a receipt. Campaigns also need volunteers. At my kickoff, I'll be handing out volunteer sheets, and you'll have some options, things that maybe you want to volunteer for. But if any of you have an idea or know you want to volunteer, feel free to reach out to Mary Hinnenkamp. She's my campaign chair. Or me at any time to let us know that you want to volunteer. And speaking of volunteer opportunities, This summer for parades, I'm just going to be joining in local county unit parades, and Mower County DFL has a parade today at 7 p.m. in Adams, Minnesota, the Dairy Days Parade. That's actually the Southland School District where I spent most of my years teaching. So if anyone wants to join us for the parade tonight at 7 p.m. in Adams, just chat with me before we leave. A few of us are going to be carpooling over, meeting at my house at 5:45. So if any of you want to join in the parade with Mower County DFL and hold signs, they're coming down tonight. So you can join us. And one last thing, Dave Larson. Many of you may know I'm currently the SE23 chair. So I'm the Senate District Chair, and now I am going to be running for Senate in Senate District 23. So I will be stepping down to give myself some more time to campaign, and also I would need to step down at some point anyway. Dave Larson is the vice chair, and he graciously agreed to step up to be chair. So thank you, Dave. We are looking for a vice chair. We have a meeting in August, and so if anyone is interested in being vice chair, we are supposed to attempt to the greatest of our ability to have gender balance. So Dave is a male, so we'll be looking for a female to be the vice chair. So if there is no females and only a male is interested, we can have a male. So if anyone is interested, especially if you're a female, to have gender balance, get a hold of Dave or myself, and we'll talk to you about it. You'll do great. Any one of you would do great in the role. I think people get kind of nervous if they haven't stepped up yet. Anyone would do great. So I just wanted to put a plug in for that. And then one more thing. I've already felt so much support from so many of you, and I am so very grateful. Thank you so much. I guess there's a Q&A. What's up, Joe?
What time is your thing again? Edgewater? I missed that.
Oh, Edgewater Bay Pavilion at 6:30. June 16th at 6:30. And I have little invitations. I must not have gotten one to you. I apologize, Joe. I'll get one to you right now. So.
And secondly, you haven't moved in from Hayfield. You actually are from Albert Lea?
I do indeed reside within the district. I live on the south side of Albert Lea. Great question, Joe. I know, it's amazing that sometimes candidates don't live where they're supposed to. I do spend all my time in the district. You can drive by my house anytime, and I'll probably be inside. Thank you.